Knock, knock. Hi, I'm Ben Curry. I'm M2. I'm gonna do a physical exam. If that's okay. I'm gonna wash my hands. Would you like to have this straight?
Oh, yes, please.
Okay.
I'm a little bashful.
Well, and it's also a little cold too. So, okay. You comfortable?
I'm very comfortable, thank you.
All right. I'm just gonna do a general appearance. You look like a well enough appearing man. No acute distress. No abnormalities in the general inspection. So the first thing I'm going to do is just look at your shoulders. Look fairly symmetric, no nodules or bruising. I'm going to start by palpate. That's okay. I'm going to palpate the sternoclavicular joint, and then acromioclavicular, glenohumeral, and the biceps tendon. And I'm feeling for any kind of warmth or I don't feel anything abnormal. So,
Okay.
So if we can test your range of motion,
Okay.
if you want to sit forward in your chair a little bit. And first thing we're going to do is abduct. So we're going to raise your arm all the way up as high as you can, and all the way back down. All right, and the next thing we're going to extend out like this. All right, another way.
Okay.
So I guess it's flexion and extension. And then, if you think there's any other. Also, yeah, you can internally rotate, so do like this. Externally rotate. Everything looks good. Your range of motion is intact. So next thing we're going to bring down to the elbow. We're going to feel the olecranon, your elbow. It's a fancy word for. And then medial and lateral epicondyles. I think epicondyle. Yeah. I can feel in your antecubital fossa, no nodules or anything. Also, we're gonna test your range of motion, so if you can flex your, all right, nice guys. Extend, and then supinate and pronate. So supinate, pronate.
Okay.
And I think that looks good. All right, thank you. Next, I'm gonna look at your wrist. That's all right. Let me know if you have any pain. Okay. I'm just gonna feel, bones right here, the carpal bones, palpate out the metacarp or the carpals, and metacarpal phalangeal joint, PIP and DIPs. Just checking for osteophytes, any kind of swelling. You don't see anything abnormal. Do you have any pain?
No.
Okay, good.
Now be careful, this is my moneymaker.
All right, we're gonna test for range of motion. So
Okay.
I'm gonna flex your wrist like this and extend. Looks good. And if you can hold your wrist, I'm gonna ask you to rotate like this. All right, looks good. All right, the next thing we're gonna move your fingers. So if you can abduct, spread them out real wide, come back together. Now I'm gonna flex and extend, and then pose with all your fingers. Any pain, weakness you feel? Okay. All right, and just give me like a good look of your hands so I can see for symmetry. And you're gonna turn them over. Everything looks symmetric. Okay, awesome, thank you. The next thing we're gonna do, I guess, is I'm gonna look at your knees. So if you can raise your, let's sit to inspect. First thing I'm gonna do is just look for symmetry. Generally, I'm gonna palpate your quads, going into the patella, the patellar ligament. I'll feel any red or warmth or nodules or anything. You don't have any pain. Okay, and then I can feel back here, popliteal fossa. Just checking for any nodules. Don't feel anything. So we can test your range of motion here too. So you can extend your leg and then flex it back. All right, good job.
Awesome.
Trying to think if there's any other range of motion, but I don't think there is.
I would hope not.
Not normal range of motion. So the next thing we can do, so I've looked at the appearance, I've palpated and checked range of motion. We can also check your ankle. So if you don't mind. So I'm palpating the Achilles tendon, trying to think of bones, calcaneus, talus, and the medial and lateral epicondyles, or condyles, one of the two. I don't feel any abnormalities or tearing, experiencing pain.
No.
General observation, they look fairly symmetric.
Okay.
So can you extend your foot like this, your back? Okay, good. And can you invert and evert your foot? Looks great. All right. And I'm just gonna check my list and see. So I can check the bottom of your foot. So I'm going to check arch of the foot, the large toe, and all the joints. Don't feel any nodules. Palpate the bones. No abnormalities.
Okay.
Good job. Last thing, can you take your shirt off? Do you mind?
I don't mind.
Okay. We're just gonna have a look at the spine. So if you can turn around so I can see your back. Everything's fairly symmetric. I can see, scapula aren't out of line and pretty fairly even. So the next thing, can you touch your toes? We're just gonna check your spine straightness. So I'm looking and seeing it's fairly even. No signs of scoliosis or deviation noticed. All right, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can, we're gonna go the other direction. So extend your back. There you go, good job. So I'm gonna palpate cervical, spine, lumbar. I feel normal lordosis, kyphosis, and lumbar lordosis. I can palpate the lumbar processes, and then can find the SI joints, palpate. Everything seems normal. We can do a bit more active range. So I'm gonna ask you to lean to the right, and then lean to the left, and then twist your body to the right, and to the left. Good job. Now we're gonna do the same thing for your neck. So if you lean to the right, lean to the left, twist to the right, look right, and then left again. All right, everything looks good. Your active range of motion is good. Let me just review my chart and stuff here. All right, I think I've addressed everything. Is there any questions that you have for me?
No questions.
All right, and you're free to put your shirt back on, of course.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
Thank you.